Happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Yeah, it's actually Wednesday today, too, when we're recording. I'm Amanda Acom, the marketing coordinator here at DV, Desert Valleys Federal Credit Union. And today we have Dave Moelter on for DV Live City Talk. How are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm here.
Yeah.
Enjoying my coffee. My third cup of the day.
Third cup? Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm on my second. I stopped and grabbed one on my way in.
Look at you go.
I know, right?
Shout out to Pony Espresso for keeping us going.
Thank you.
Before we get too far into today's episode, make sure you hit that subscribe button, everybody, so you never miss a conversation. And go ahead and share this because I'm really excited to talk about something for our youth in our city.
Yes.
So before we start, can you tell us who you are, what you do with the Cub Scouts, and a fun fact about yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm Dave Moelter. I am the Cub Master of Cub Scout Pack 341, which means that I am kind of the face, the head of the Cub Scout Pack here. It's kind of a shared role between a couple of different people. We have a lot of different leadership opportunities within the pack, but the Cub Master takes that face of the pack. So I run all of the pack meetings.
So you do all the ceremonies.
I do all of the up front and in front of everybody things.
Okay.
We have a ton of people that do a lot of things on the back end. You know, like we have a committee chair and things like that. But yeah, I'm like the master of ceremonies. So
you're like the ringmaster.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Because it's a circus. It really is.
Anything with children are.
It's a circus. Yeah. Yeah, so it's a ton of fun, and which plays right into my strengths because I like getting in front of and talking to people and doing all those things. So
hey, look at your new host, everybody! This is my last show. Bye. I'm not kidding.
I'll send you a bill.
There we go. Perfect. So, and a fun fact about yourself.
Okay, so I would really, I'm gonna have to dig deep here. It's a fact, but we could make it fun.
Ooh.
I've never been to Disneyland.
What?
Never been to Disneyland.
Well, okay, First of all, that's how we know he's not a California born and bred Californian.
That's true. But I also never made it to Disney World over in Florida when I was on the East Coast. Just never happened. Yeah.
Is there a reason?
Well, it used to be I told my wife that I didn't want to take the kids to Disneyland until they were all old enough to be able to remember it. But then I remembered that we're only 2 hours away.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like, where I grew up, we would have had to drive to Florida. It would have been like a once in a lifetime adventure.
It's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing, right? Here, it's not really that hard. So we just haven't made it yet. So
that actually, I don't know what it is with you guys, like dads. Because we were down there the other couple weekends ago, my husband and I, for a hockey game. And I really wanted to go to Disneyland. And I was like, can we go to Disneyland? He's like, no. And I was like, can we just go to DCA? No. Can we just go to Disneyland? No. Can we go have lunch at downtown Disney? Fine. So I was like, okay, at least I'm getting him there.
Right.
We're parking. He's getting all excited. And he's like, okay, well, how much are tickets? And I'm like, yes, I'm getting there.
Right.
We go have lunch. And he's like, I'm going to feel bad if we go to Disneyland without the kids. And I'm like, they'll never know. And he's like, I can't. I feel too bad. And I was like, one is 6 months old. She could care less.
That's true.
Nope. Needless to say, I did not get my way. The only thing I got out of it was lunch and a new pair of ears. That was it.
Yeah.
I was very mad.
Well, treasure those ears.
Yeah.
My kids don't have any yet. So.
I have too many. And I'm a pin trader. So once you go to Disneyland and you find out what that is, we'll have you back on.
All right. That's fair.
I'm that person.
For sure.
Alrighty, so down to business. What we're actually doing here today. What is the Cub Scouts, the pack, the whole shebang? I know there's like all this hierarchy and everything.
Yeah, there's a ton of different tiers to it. So
if we can break that down, how kids can join.
Sure.
All of the different stuff. And I one thing I found out earlier is my daughter could be in Cub Scouts.
Yeah. So that's a recent change within the last few years, and we'll talk about that. So it starts with the Boy Scouts of America. That's the overarching organization.
Okay.
And so within the Boy Scouts of America, there are different groups, different programs.
Okay.
Okay. So you have Cub Scouts, you have Scouts BSA, which used to be called Boy Scouts, and now it's called Scouts BSA.
Okay.
Okay. And then there's venturing, and then there's explorers.
Oh.
Right. There's all kinds of different things. So the venturing and the explorers, I don't have a ton of knowledge about, just because I've never really been involved in those. So I'll talk more about Cub Scouts and Scouts BSA.
Sounds good.
Cub Scouts is for both boys and girls from kindergarten through 5th grade.
Okay.
Those are the age ranges. You have to be enrolled in kindergarten. So even if your child's 5, if they're in TK, because they just kind of land in that weird in between, unfortunately, they have to wait until they're in kindergarten to start Cub Scouts.
Huh.
But it's for both boys and girls. Then Scouts BSA is what you cross over into once you are in 5th grade. So we're actually having a spring camp out in a couple of weeks at Camp Verdugo Hills near Castaic Lake. And our scouts, our Cub Scouts, who are earning their Arrow of Light rank, which is the highest award you can get in Cub Scouts, they are going to cross over into Scouts BSA and become Scouts.
Oh, so is it like a promotion type? It's a whole
thing.
Like ceremony, like super fun.
Campfire, skits, songs.
Really?
It's an adventure. Yeah. it's really cool. So in the past we've done those locally at the church where we meet, which is Ridgecrest United Methodist Church.
Okay.
But this year we decided that we're going to be doing it at our spring camp out. And so our assistant Cub master, Eric Bruin, just to tag him in there, because he would, he'd be bummed if I didn't mention his name. When he crossed over into Boy Scouts at the time, he crossed over at Camp Verdugo Oaks. And so he has been really instrumental in bringing that back.
He did actually show me a patch that said Olympics.
Yeah, so
about this.
Our theme for the spring camp out is an Olympics theme. And so we're going to have Olympic games for the kids and all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
But so anyway, back to Cub Scouts itself. So it's both boys and girls, ages kindergarten through 5th grade.
Okay.
We meet every Monday at 6 p.m. at the Ridgecrest United Methodist Church.
So if someone's interested, can they show up on a Monday?
Absolutely, I highly encourage that. So come to a couple meetings, check it out, ask questions. That's what we're there for.
So what if you're super duper not outdoorsy inclined?
That's okay. That's totally okay. Now, there is a camping element to it. Is it required? It's not necessarily required. There's different things that you can do for outdoor activities. It's highly encouraged. So what Cub Scouts does is it teaches our kids how to be citizens. And it teaches our kids how to be respectful in the outdoors and in how they approach everyday situations.
Okay.
So the scouting program has been instrumental to me in how I carry myself, how I, interact with other people, how I raise my kids. It gave me a ton of confidence when I was a kid. And that's something that I want everybody to be able to be a part of.
It makes me think of the Disney movie Up.
Yeah.
And how he wants to earn that badge.
Yeah.
Just for being kind. It wasn't about like, okay, go start a fire, go build a fort, go do something outdoorsy like that. It was something so different.
Absolutely. And, we have, they're called different things at different levels. In Cub Scouts, they're called adventure loops and then adventure pins. They go on your belt and then they go on either your hat or on a little colors on the sleeve. And then when you get into Scouts BSA, they become merit badges, which is what most people recognize them as. So associate. Yeah. A lot of people think of Scouts BSA or Boy Scouts when they are talking about Scouts. Cub Scouts isn't really in the forefront,
I'll admit I'm that person.
Right.
So,
but what's really cool about it is in the scouting program, there are so many different avenues that you can go down. There are some required merit badges, like if you want to advance, like camping, you have to earn your camping merit badge. But you also have to earn your physical fitness merit badge. Okay? You have to earn citizenship in the community, citizenship in the nation. citizenship in the world.
So is that like volunteering, doing something in the community? Oh, we're going to be talking about something about that soon, too.
It requires community service hours, and there's a lot of different elements to it. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint, you know. And if you're lucky, if you're one of the 1% of all scouts to earn your Eagle, which is the highest rank that you can earn in the Scouts.
I heard a lot about this Eagle rank.
Yeah. Then that puts you in a very small group of Scouts. It's a 1% of all Scouts will earn their Eagle.
I think
1 in 100.
I will definitely plug Eric Bruin here. If you have any questions, curious about what that rank is, talk to him about being an Eagle Scout.
Absolutely. 100%. 100%. Yeah. Eric's a great resource for that. Yeah. I'm also an Eagle Scout. We've got a lot of leaders.
Congratulations. Yeah. I did not know that. He did not tell me that.
Yeah. So I earned my Arrow of Light, which is the highest rank you can earn in Cub Scouts.
Okay.
I started as a Tiger, which is first grade. At the time, they only had first grade. They didn't have a program for kindergartners.
And is that the Weeblo?
So there's Tigers, and then there's Wolf, Bear, Weeblos, which is 2 years.
Okay.
And you earn your Arrow of Light when you finish your second year as a Weeblo.
And then you go into
Scouts
okay.
BSA. And then from there, you'll earn your Scout rank, Tenderfoot, second class, first class, Star, Life, and then Eagle.
What happened to the fun names like lions and tigers and bears? Oh my!
We're in middle school and high school now, you know. So Scouts BSA, great segue back into what we were talking about. Those age ranges are going to be from the end of 5th grade, you know, roughly 10 and a half,
okay,
to 18.
Oh, okay.
That's the age range of Scouts BSA. It is also a co-ed program per se. There's some separation there. In the pack, you can have boys and girls in the same pack. But at the troop level, which is what Scouts BSA is, there's boys troops and girls troops. It's the same program.
Cookies and popcorn?
Nope.
Oh,
nope. It's the same. It's the exact same program. It's the exact same delivery.
Okay.
But the girls troops meet together and they do their things, and the boys troops meet together and they do their things. They can share some leadership. They can share meeting, you know, like chartered organizations, which is what the organizations that support all of our troops and packs.
Okay.
They can share those things, but there is still some level of separation between the boys and the girls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. So, I know. I kind of feel like my daughter is going to be more interested in this route. So.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
We'll see.
It's a lot of fun.
We'll see.
We got a spot for her.
She's already she prefers outdoors already at 6 months. Like anytime we're outdoors, it's like a whole different personality comes out. So
good. By the time she's in kindergarten, we'll have a leadership spot available for you.
Perfect. Awesome. I will learn to camp by then.
Right. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And so if anybody's interested in joining the Scouts, first off, I would highly recommend coming to one of our meetings, checking it out.
And again, those are Monday nights.
Monday nights from 6 to 7.
Oh, okay.
At Ridgecrest United Methodist Church.
All right.
And we're Pack 341.
Pack 341. And I'll make sure to drop all this information in the notes so people can relate back to it and everything.
Yeah. And the troop, if anybody's in that age range and they're interested in joining Scouts BSA, the troop meets on Monday nights from 7 to 8 at Grace Lutheran Church.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just right down the street.
But same days,
same days. Yep. Absolutely.
So they don't have to start, from Tigers and all the way through. You can start at any age range between kindergarten and 18.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Now, depending on when you start, depends on how far you'll actually be able to go.
Okay.
Right? So as a Cub Scout, if you join in 5th grade, you still have the opportunity to earn your Arrow of Light, but you have to be a part of the pack for 6 months to do that.
Oh.
It takes around 2.5 to 3 years to earn your Eagle rank. So if you're 17 and you want to join Scouts BSA, you just have to be aware that you will not earn your Eagle. You will not have that opportunity.
Okay.
Just because there's time and rank and there's so much that you have to do.
Like so much commitment.
Right. right? And there's a reason for that, right? It's not supposed to be easy, so there is that caveat. But if you come to meetings and you're interested, you can go to our website at beascout.org. BEA scout.org.
Okay.
And just search our zip code, and we're the only pack in town. So it makes it easy.
Ooh.
We're the only pack in town.
Exclusivity.
Well, there's been over the last few years a little bit of a downturn. There's been some controversy that I don't want to get into per se, and some drama.
No.
But
this is a drama-free zone. If I had a llama, it would be here, and it would be yelling at you, no drama, and probably spitting.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly. But over the last few years, there had been a downturn, and there were a number of packs in town. We reduced to 2, and then last year the other pack was unable to continue. Aww. And I think it's not necessarily due to interest. We have 48 kids in our pack.
Really?
Yes.
Oh wow.
We have 48 kids in our pack. It's leadership. It's the adults that are willing to put the time aside and the effort to run the program.
The lack of volunteerism that I think a lot of organizations are feeling.
And we have great volunteers. We have great people. We have den leaders. We have, support. We have a ton of that. But it takes a core group of people to run a pack or to run a troop. And to duplicate that across in an area where we don't have a huge population, like say Bakersfield, where they have 15 packs,
Oh, wow.
It's very difficult. So, we think that it's better to cultivate one pack and one troop in town so that we can be strong in that pack and that troop and deliver a quality program.
Well, and I think that benefits, in the end, it benefits the kids for all of it versus spreading everything too thin.
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, there is something special coming up pretty soon, correct? An event you guys have going on?
Yeah. So, we were talking about community service and how that's a big part of what we do and what we teach our youth.
Yep.
And so March 18th, we are teaming up with Caltrans for their community cleanup days.
Okay.
Clean California's Community Days.
Okay.
Excuse me. And we are going to be hosting a cleanup at the parking lot for Xin Bowl and Classic Gyros here in town.
Oh, that is a fantastic spot.
Yeah, so there's a big dirt lot back behind there, not the construction zone that's off down to the south, but the dirt lot, the dirt desert area.
All I can see is like a bunch of kids going over there and playing in like heavy equipment.
Right? Yeah, no, we're not doing that. But we're gonna be focusing on cleaning up that desert area back behind Xin Bowl and Classic Gyros.
And it's right in front of what, the Hampton?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's right in front of the Hampton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a great little area. I was looking at that. We went and did a DV live on location over at Classic Gyros.
Oh, okay.
We were out there and I was like, man, we should come out here and pick stuff up.
Yeah. So, I've been out there and done some events with another organization that I'm a part of, and
we can plug that Ridge Gaming.
Ridge Gaming.
Look at him trying to be all cloak and dagger.
and absolutely, we definitely we really like that area, and we want to try to help keep that cleaned up a little bit. So
what times?
So it's going to be from 9 to 12
okay.
that we're going to be out there with the scouts. And our scouts are going to be logging community hours that we track for them for different awards and different requirements that they have.
Okay.
But we are also gonna have the trash pickers and some gloves. I think I'm gonna get 30 kits from Caltrans.
Oh wow!
For that, I've got big hopes that we're gonna have a bunch of people show up to help us clean that area.
We should maybe call out Kyle Blades and see if he'll be out there picking up some trash.
Yes,
Councilman Blades.
Right. And again, Eric Bruin being who he is, as the assistant Cub master, I know that he reached out to the city to let them know that what we're going to be doing out there. Waste management is going to bring a roll-off out there so that we can take all of our bags and just put them right into the roll-off that we collect for all the trash.
That's
that
fantastic.
way we can cradle to grave it. We can get it picked up. We can get it bagged up and then get it into something so that it doesn't get picked over by the ravens and whatnot.
Yeah, because you don't want to put it back in the dumpster. It gets left open, and then the ravens have a nice buffet.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's amazing that it's a collaborative effort for everyone.
Yeah. It's been, it's really beneficial to our program to have the people that we have involved in it. And then it's also, it's gotten the word out. We advertise on Facebook and we do different things, but these community events where we're showing up and being a part of is really getting the reminder out there that we have this program in town. In the last 2 months, we've registered 5 new scouts just in the last 2 months.
Really?
Yeah. And 2 of those scouts are in 5th grade, which means that they're not going to earn their Arrow of Light because unfortunately they didn't have time, but they still wanted to join now and start learning so that they can transition over to Scouts BSA and continue on. But
they're well on their way to they're well on their way for that.
Yeah. So. Yeah, they already have that ambition and motivation, and so that's huge.
So you guys are on Facebook.
We are?
Anyone can follow?
Anybody can follow. It's a public page. Okay. It's just Cub Scout Pack 341 here in Ridgecrest, and so we post our pictures, we post videos, we post events. Every August, we have a Scout Expo at the fairgrounds. That's free to the public, open to anybody to come and check us out.
Oh, is that the little carnival?
Yeah. So it's been a carnival the last couple of years. I may try to steer it more towards an expo because it's not really carnival themed. Okay. You know what I mean? And we used to have this thing when I was a kid called Scoutorama is what we called it. And it was at a mall. Granted, I grew up in near a bigger town and not in a bigger town. But we had rock climbing walls and we had camping displays and we had all kinds of stuff at it. I'm not sure that we're going to be able to get a rock climbing wall. Shout out to MWR. They got a rock climbing wall that I would love to have them donate to us. We're gonna try to get some more scouting things like that.
Okay.
There. So,
that'll be fun.
Yeah, it should be a good time. And there will be a dunking booth. You'll be able to dunk me and dunk Eric if you throw the ball right. So
there you go, guys. Get that. That's what's gonna drive everyone out there.
Absolutely.
All the time, every time.
Yeah.
So anything else you want to chime in on that we missed, I think?
I think we've covered most of the bases. I'm sure there's a lot that I had in my brain that I wanted to say that I forgot to say, but
I think that's a great way to have you back on the show then.
Right? Some follow-up. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. If anybody has any questions, they can also email us at bsapack341@gmail.com. That I monitor that email address, so I can answer any questions. I can reach back out. If any nonprofits are interested in having the scouts come and perform some community service, we would love to have your information in our back pocket for our den leaders. So we're always interested in that kind of stuff. Absolutely.
Well, thank you again for being on today, and hopefully next time you're on the show, you maybe at least had lunch at Downtown Disney.
Yeah, maybe. We'll have to see.
We'll have to see about that. And thank you, everyone, again for joining us today. Make sure you head on over to the City of Ridgecrest YouTube page and check out tonight's council meeting. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys. What? Disneyland?
Yeah, never been to Disneyland. Never been to Disney World.